Welcome to Average House Price. In these videos, I take a look at what houses are currently available for the average house price. It's June now, and the current average house price in Australia as of May 2025 is $898,604, and that's according to Cotality data. I'm going to be taking a look at 3 different houses listed for under that price, this time looking in the western suburbs of Sydney. Let's see what we can find for under that average house price. Here we are on realestate.com.au for our search. I've already got it saved in here, so just click on here. We've got Western Sydney, New South Wales up to $900,000, and we'll see what we can find. Okay, so here's our first property in Sydney's West. This one is Ludiana, I think you pronounce it, Glade, Schofields, and it's 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car townhouse, and guide price $875 to $895. So that guide price fits within the current average house price. So this is it here. Very close neighbours on both sides here. And yeah, not sure what the backyard size is like. But yeah, it's very built up for what you'd expect for, well, what I'd expect anyway for Sydney's West, but yeah, I might be wrong. So there's the entranceway here. This is the living room, and you've got the stairs there from the looks of things. And you've got another set of small steps up there to like a dining area from the looks of things. Probably not decorated in my taste. Not a big fan of that table there or the carpet, to be honest, or the couch either, really, but each to their own. This is the kitchen here, fairly modern kitchen. It looks really nice. And you've got a window over there, Not sure if they're double glazed or not, but they don't really look it, to be honest. They could be. I might be wrong. And this is the dining room here. So a fair bit of space in there. It looks like a little courtyard out the back there. Doesn't look like it's on a massive bit of land, to be honest. This looks like the main bedroom. Looks pretty big. Don't know if that's just the angle of the photo. You've got these vinyl boards on the floor here. There's the door, built-in wardrobe there. Not a lot of room other than that, I guess. So maybe it isn't so big, but at least you've got some a place there to store your clothes. This is a bathroom. Don't know if this is the main bathroom or an ensuite or not. But yeah, bath with a shower over the bath, toilet. Got a vanity in here too. Not really sure about those doors, but other than that, the bathroom looks pretty stock standard. Bit cookie cutter. No real colour or anything in it, but looks okay. It's livable. That's the main thing. This looks like the courtyard area here. So yeah, you've got some bright green. Don't know if that's real wood or looks like faux wood to me, pretend wood. You've got like a metal fence up here. Anything with Western Sydney is a lot of these places have dark roofs. There's not a lot of trees around. They have what's called the heat island effect in a lot of Western Sydney, so it means the temperature heats up a lot more than it really should. And Western Sydney does get pretty warm as well because you don't get the coastal sea breezes that the part of Sydney that's on the coast gets, I guess. And it can get pretty warm in summer, so yeah, and it really heats up too, that heat island effect. All the concrete, not a lot of grass or anything. And again, out here you've got decking, but it doesn't look like a lot of grass. You've got a few plants here, but nothing big really to sort of take away some of that heat. You've got some shade here, but I think that it probably still get pretty hot in summer, unfortunately. And here's another view of the back there. So yeah, a lot of concrete, wood, or probably not even real wood. Some of this stuff looks like it could be recycled plastic wood, which, don't get me wrong, it's good that they're using that as a product, but I think all this sort of stuff, all of it draws in heat and makes things warmer in summer, unfortunately. Here is a layout of the house here. So you've got a porch here, living room here. You've got those stairs there, another set of stairs up there to the dining room and kitchen. There's a laundry and toilet there. And then you've got a garage here. It said it was a 2-car garage, but it looks like it was only one, but maybe you can park one out the front as well. Maybe that's what it is. Pergola and deck out the back there. You've got a water tank, which is handy. The water tanks are really good. Good way to save on using mains water, cut down on costs, and also have some built-in self-sufficiency if needed, if ever there's a water crisis or anything like that. Then when you get upstairs here, you've got a main bathroom there, you've got an ensuite bathroom there, so 3 toilets in all, which is pretty good, or really good, really. Got 2 bedrooms on this side and 2 bedrooms on that side, and all fairly decent-sized bedrooms too, so plenty of room for people inside this one, just not a lot of room outside, unfortunately. And there we are, back to the front again. It looks like it does have a dark roof, and same with the neighbours. Dark roofs, so they're just going to be sucking the heat in on hot days. And these neighbours too have dark bricks to go along with it, which also isn't going to help. At least the house we're looking at has lighter bricks, which is nice. So I'll get out of these pictures now. We're back to the start again, and we'll just scroll down and have a look at what's nearby as far as schools go. So there's St Joseph's Primary School, Catholic School, less than a kilometre away. Hambledon Public School, about a kilometre, and then another one, Gulangara Public School, another primary government school, just over a kilometre. Then there's a couple more a little further away there. So quite a lot of primary schools nearby. That's one thing with new areas. I guess there's always a lot of schools because, well, after they've been established for a little while, there are a lot of schools. When they first get built, there probably aren't. There isn't a lot of infrastructure at all, unfortunately, in Australia. But once they've been there for a little while, obviously you've got a few schools nearby because a lot of young families move to these sort of areas. So secondary schools, you've got a Catholic school just a fraction under a kilometre away. The Ponds High School is 1.48 kilometres, so just over a kilometre and a half, and then another one, Wyndham College, another government school, 1.74, then a couple of other government schools nearby as well. Childcare, one really close nearby there. A couple of others, well, quite a few, all within a kilometre really. There's 5 all within a kilometre, which is handy. We'll go and have a look on the map where it is in relation to Sydney itself. Looks like you've got a train station nearby, which is handy. There's the house here, there's the train station, so that's always helpful. So you've got a kindergarten there, early learning centre there, music academy, so quite a lot there for young families from the looks of things. Scroll out a bit, so Schofield Station's just up there, and Western Sydney University campus there, Naroomba campus. So you've got a few other suburbs around here, another train line there. And then Parramatta's down this way, so that's kind of one of the bigger hubs in Western Sydney. Got Windsor out there, Hornsby over here, Chatswood over there, and then if we scroll out a tiny bit more, and there's Sydney itself there, and the beaches over there. So you're a fair way out from Sydney centre there, probably closer to the Blue Mountains and all this bushland around this way, really, which is good as well, but you're just not so close to the beach, unfortunately. All right, so that's our first place in Western Sydney today. Here's our second place in Western Sydney, Morell Crescent, Quakers Hill, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 cars, 375 square metres. Guide price is $880,000 for an auction coming up. Guide prices depends whether the agents, how good they're being. Guide prices can sometimes be a little bit or a fair way under what they should be, but we'll take it as their word, and that this is under 880,000. We'll just have to see, I guess. I mean, it could end up going over. That's the thing with auctions; they can go over the price, but it's sort of just under that average house price currently. So this is it here, bit of grass out the front, not too bad of a looking place. So yeah, fairly recent. I don't know, probably in the last 20 years, I guess it was built. Again, a bit of a dark roof, tiled roof. Maybe not the best for keeping the heat out, but at least it's got grass out the front, which will do a fair bit of keeping that heat out. Could do with a few big trees around. There's at least one tree over there, which is nice. And we'll take a look inside. So this looks like the living room here. You've got floorboards here, fairly white cookie cutter sort of colour walls. You've got an aircon unit there, looking a little bit old, but it's okay. So that's a living room. Here's the kitchen. That looks all right too. Cupboard doors are looking a little bit dated, but looks okay. It's usable, pretty big space. for a kitchen, or okay space anyway. And you've got a view out there when you're doing the dishes, looking at the back there. And this looks like the dining area. And then you've got a courtyard out the back there. Unfortunately, it looks like it's all paved, but it is covered over, I guess, to keep you away from the heat a little bit, although that can also heat up as well as the day goes on. But you have got a couple of palm-looking trees out the back, palm trees maybe, but not a huge backyard space, but still better than nothing, I guess. This looks like the main bedroom, pretty largish size bedroom, and you've got some windows there looking at the front, got a lot of light in. You've got a fan there to help keep you a little bit cooler in summer, and built-in wardrobes over here. This looks like another bedroom here, so currently it's a kid's bedroom with a desk. You could easily fit a double or queen or king size bed in this room, I think. Don't know if there's storage in this one or not. We'll have a look in a sec. And this looks like the third bedroom. Again, they've just got a desk and a bed in here, but as well, you could also fit probably a queen size bed in here easily without the desk. But smaller bed, you can also have a desk as well. It is a pretty long desk too. You could potentially have it cut off there and it would still serve the same function really. And again, windows out to the front from the looks of things there. Here's the bathroom. Looks okay, just sort of pretty standard, blandish looking. It's okay, usable. Nice big shower there. Got a sink here, toilet there. And this looks like possibly an ensuite, or it looks different to the other one because there's a toilet there, shower there, and a basin there. So could be an ensuite bathroom as well. I think it did say 2 bathrooms. This is that outdoor area, so all covered under here. So it's protection from the sun, I guess, but could also heat up quite a lot as well in the middle of summer, unfortunately, especially with all those bricks there as well. They'd keep the heat and start radiating it back towards you. So some more plants in this sort of area would have been nice, or even down in that area there, I guess you could do that same thing to help with that heat island effect. And then you've got some grass down the side here, so that's nice. Yeah, that's really good. Could do with a few trees down here to help shade the property, I guess, in summer. And it looks like they've got a split system here, and then they've got hot water there. Looks like an ice store or one of those sort of ones, so it runs off a heat pump as well. And then you've got a little shed there too. And then you've got a little bit more room down here. You've got a clothesline down this side so that you get plenty of sun to dry your clothes fairly quickly. And then some shrubs down the side there and a tree there. It looks like your neighbour's tree, but could definitely do with some trees in here and in that grassed area around the front as well. And here's the layout. So you've got a garage in there, entry in here into the lounge room, dining, kitchen, master bedroom there with a big wardrobe there, ensuite in here, bathroom there. So there are 2 bathrooms back to back, both with showers. So no bath in this place. If you needed a bath, there isn't one in here. Laundry there, and then 2 other bedrooms there with built-in robes. So they're all decent sized bedrooms. And then you've got that al fresco area out the back there, and a little shed to the side. And there's the estate agent. And back to the house again. So we'll take a look at what else is around this place here as far as schools go. So Hambledon Public School, Government 0.25, St Joseph's Primary School. So it must be in a fairly similar area to before, unless it's another St Joseph's. But I remember that one too, Gulangara Primary School is nearby to the other one as well. So that's 2 kilometres. So we're probably within about 1 kilometre or 2 from the first place. So one primary school, government primary school within 1 kilometre, then a few others just over 1 kilometre, up to 2 kilometres away for that one. Secondary school, Wyndham College, just over 1 kilometre away for a secondary government school. Secondary Catholic school, 1.4 k's. Quakers Hill High School, 1.7 kilometres. Ponds High School, 1.83 kilometres. And then childcare, again, got a few nearby there. One only about 100 metres away, another one just over 100 metres away, and then a few a little bit further away. So quite a lot of childcare places nearby. And we'll go to the map here. So there was at Western Sydney University, Nirimba again, so we're pretty close to that first place here, I think, by the looks of things. So you're right here, good start early learning Quakers Hill here. And we'll scroll out, looks like a very residential area there. Scroll out a bit, there was a train line down here, so Schofield Station up there. And then Kings Park down that way. You've got that Western Sydney University nearby there, Narimba. Bella Vista over here. Blacktown down here. So at least you need some transport, which is really handy. If we scroll out a bit more, we have Parramatta down here, and there is Sydney City Centre over there. So like the first place, a fair way out from the centre of town, centre of Sydney, but you've got a few other CBDs like Parramatta nearby for shopping and things like that. I mean, there's plenty of other shopping centres nearby, I'm sure, to there as well around these areas. But there we have our second property for Western Sydney. Here's our third and final property in Western Sydney today. This one's a fair bit further out than the other two. This one's in Wentworth Falls, which is in the Blue Mountains, really. So it's 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 3 car spaces, 872 square metres, and its guide price is $890 to $950. So if it's at the lower end of that, then it would slide into the average house price. At the higher end, it misses out, but we'll just go by the lower end of that and see how we go. So here it is here. You can see lots of nice bushland around here. Probably 1960s property. Not 100% on that one, but kind of does look like that sort of property to me. And yeah, this is it. We'll take a look. So here it is. Nice lawned area out the front here. Long driveway down there to a garage down there to park the car as well. And yeah, as I said before, plenty of trees around here, which is really nice. And you also got the Australian flag there as well, just in case you forget what country you're living in. And we'll go on to the next picture here. So here's the living dining area from the looks of things. Really nice wooden floorboards throughout here. Nice big windows there. There's the door open at the front there. Some wooden panelling on that wall there. You've got a fireplace here as well. Definitely need that in the Blue Mountains in the colder weather. Around this time of year in the winter, it can get pretty cold up in the Blue Mountains. Even get snow sometimes as well, I think. But yeah, nice big open dining and living room area here. And you've also got aircon there for when the weather warms up as well. And split system, it should pump out heating as well, I'd imagine. And there's just another view of the fireplace there. This is a lifestyle shot here. They've got some furniture and stuff added here to do the selling for them. Even got the fireplace going there. I guess this one's a recent listing, so yeah, that probably was in action. And here we have the dining table, close up of the dining table, a nice big window there. They look single glazed, which could get pretty cold at this time of year. You probably want some pretty thick honeycomb blinds or something like that to keep the place warmer, so you're not losing a lot of that heat that you're getting from the fireplace or the split system. But yeah, lovely view out there to got some trees, it looks like, in your backyard, and then probably some potentially national park a bit further back there with loads of trees there. So really nice. And here we have that living room again, the living space, another big window there too. Possibly single glazed again. So yeah, you'd want some thick curtains or honeycomb blinds or something on that window to keep the heat in winter. And you've got this, I don't know if that's a sliding door, if that's just a panel there next to another door there. I'm not sure if that's the way out to the backyard or if that's the front door. Not 100% sure. I thought the front door was back over this side, to be honest, but we'll have to check in a bit. And yeah, that's a bit of a retro looking glass panelling wall there. But yeah, looks quite good. I like it. Bit mid-century looking. And there's just another view again of that living area. Here's the kitchen. I can see why they were showing the living area a lot. This needs a real update there. This could be the original kitchen from the 1960s potentially, or maybe 1970s, I don't know. But those tiles look really cool. I like the look of them. And some people might like the retro look of this kitchen. Yeah, it's kind of cool. As long as the doors aren't damaged or anything, it could probably hold up for quite a while. And then an orange bench top there. And that looks like a door there out to the landing and steps down to the backyard because it's on a bit of an angle, this place. On a bit of a hill, I think. It slopes away towards the back where the backyard is. And here we have bedroom 1, I think, the main bedroom. Again, some nice big windows, possibly single glazed. They have aluminium frames, so that also brings in the cool as well a little bit. As soon as they cool down, the whole room cools down as well, unfortunately. So potential to change those for double glazed windows with PVC or wooden frames maybe. Be a lovely view out there to the front garden as well. And yeah, lovely floorboards through here as well. Quite a big room as well. And here's the bathroom. Again, possibly needs an update. You've got some big windows there, or probably medium-sized windows really, but letting a bit of light in, which is helpful. Yeah, the tub probably a bit dated. Tiles dated, but almost potentially back in fashion again. And then you've got a sink there, which is the basin, which has probably been replaced in the 2000s, 2010s, and then a shower there with that interesting glasswork there. Don't know if that's been hand painted or not, but looks really cool. Actually, I like the look of that. But yeah, may need a little update this bathroom, or you could leave it as for a while. Leave it as is for a while. Could probably last for a good 5 or more years. Who knows? Maybe longer. Looks like it's lasted for a while as it is. And there's a view of the backyard. That looks really cool. Awesome view. Got all those trees around there. Got some trees on your own property. Big Hills Hoist clothesline there, and plenty of grass space as well. So yeah, room to grow some veggies if you wanted to be a bit self-sufficient. Yeah, you can't really see the neighbour's property that well either. Well fenced on that side, and then I don't know if there's fences there, but there's definitely shrubs along there. That's even if there is a neighbour on that side. I wouldn't know, to be honest. And it looks like National Park over the back there. You've got a bit of a hill over there and plenty of trees. Yeah, I'm sure you'd see lots of nature in those trees as well. Yeah, really nice property. There we go. We've got a view there, view from backyard, it says in the corner there. So yeah, it looks like you do back onto the National Park there. And there's just a picture of the property overview. So yeah, really big backyard there. Plenty of trees out the back there. You've got a neighbour on either side, but you probably, with all the trees, you kind of screened off from them a bit there. And you've got a bit of a front yard as well. Nice long driveway. And yeah, looks like a pretty quiet road there. Looks like it's sealed, but doesn't have lines or anything on it, so it can't be a busy road, I wouldn't think. And people are parking on the side, on the verge there as well. And this shows where the property is, and Wentworth Falls Town Centre up that way, so you could probably walk into the town centre there to do some shopping. And Wentworth Falls Grammar School, and looks like a lake over there as well, which is pretty cool. And then we've got here train station over there too, Wentworth Falls Town Centre, so the train station to get into Sydney or any of the Sydney suburbs if you needed to, or even to Katoomba or somewhere else in the Blue Mountains as well. And there's a lovely view there looking back towards the Blue Mountains. Looks like all National Park out there, so you're in a really good spot there for national parks. And there's just another view of the property and some more of the nature out there as well. And here we have the layout of the property. So we've got a patio at the front there, entry hall, bedroom, a smaller bedroom there, another bedroom over there, big bedroom at the front there, another bedroom at the back, so 4 bedrooms. There's that bathroom there. You've got a WC there, so a separate toilet. Got a big linen cupboard there in front of the bathroom. Dining, living, kitchen area, so we saw all that. There was the porch out to the back. So that doorway we could see from the dining room was actually going out to the back. It just cleverly didn't show much of the kitchen. in that picture. And then you got a laundry on a second level under the house, so that's interesting. And patio at the front, I think I showed that. Big living room, and then a garage there as well. Looks like a single car garage, but there's plenty of room in that driveway to park cars as well. And then steps from the garage down into the backyard as well. And then, yeah, really big backyard area there, and an outdoor seating place at the front there. So, yeah, interesting. Interesting property. It's a bit dated, but yeah, really nice big block of land in a nice area in the Blue Mountains as well. So really cool. So back to the front first picture there again, and we'll close this up and take a look at, we've seen on the map where one of the schools was nearby, but we'll see what other ones are close by as well. So for primary schools, you've got Kendall Hill Combined Independent School, less than half a K away. Blue Mountains Grammar School, Combined Independent, just over a kilometre away. Wentworth Falls Public School, Primary Government School, 1.37, and then a few others a bit further away, about 4 and a bit over 5 Ks away in different areas of the Blue Mountains. Secondary schools, you've got Kendall Hills School, Combined Independent, 3.5. Blue Mountains Grammar School, we saw that on the map, just over a kilometre away. Katoomba High School, bit of a distance, 6.5 Ks. I don't know if there's a school bus for that or not. That's your nearest government school there. But yeah, there's also the train as well to get from Wentworth Falls to Katoomba as well, if need be, for kids in secondary school. Childcare, you've got Wentworth Falls Preschool Kindergarten, 1.5 Ks away. Got a Kookaburra Cottage Childcare, 2.4 Ks, and then a few others a bit further on as well. And we'll take a look at the map here just to see where we are. So you've got that big lake we saw before, the Wentworth Falls Lake, and there's a playground nearby as well. And I'll zoom out a little bit here. So you've got Wentworth Falls train station just over there, not too far away really. And if we zoom out, you can see there's obviously National Park all around on that side, and then on that side as well. So really cool. Then you've got Katoomba just up the road there on the main, the A32, which heads through the Blue Mountains. And if we zoom out a little further, we'll see where we are here in relation to Sydney. So you've got Penrith down here, so still even a fair way to Penrith, which is right on the outskirts of Sydney. This showed up in the Western Sydney search, so I'm going with it, but it's kind of outside of the Sydney metro area, really. It's kind of in the Blue Mountains, I'd call that. And then, through Penrith, and then the train line will take you all the way through here into Sydney. But pretty long way away from Sydney, really. But it appeared in the search for Western Sydney, so I'm going with it. So there we have our third and final property for Sydney. As you can see, for Western Sydney, sorry. As you can see, obviously, the house prices in Sydney are very high. So you have to go a fair way out to get a decent-sized house and block of land within that average house price. The other two we saw were closer to the city centre or Sydney CBD. Still a fair way out, but a lot closer than this one. But obviously you don't get a lot for your money in that sort of area. And the closer you get to Sydney CBD, the worse you get as far as value for money with that average house price goes. But there we go, third property for today. So those were our 3 properties in the west of Sydney today. As I already mentioned, the value in Sydney is not great at all, especially for that average house price. Even in Western Sydney, it's not great, but probably the most affordable of all the areas of Sydney we've just looked at there. So just goes to show you that there isn't a lot for the average house price in Sydney, unless you really want to go small. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to see more like this, and also please hit the like button. We're getting a lot of views now on these videos, but not a lot of likes, so it'd be great if people could show their appreciation and hit the like button. And let me know in the comments as well if you'd like me to check out houses in other parts of Australia as well in these videos. So thanks for watching Average House Price, and we'll see you next time.